Hi, I'm gonna do a collective reading for the public. I'm gonna take my time, and sometimes I look at the comment section, and occasionally I answer people's questions live. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I'm just gonna go through my various decks, getting some cards for you from the Rumi deck, from the Hermetic Tarot. Oops, the cards are coming out better today. I like that. They've been stuck the last couple times. Okay. And I'll do Tarot of Sexual Magic because they're funny. Okay. Oops. All right. Just want to give up stuff that falls out of the deck. And Crystal Wisdom. Let's do that. Oops. I hope everybody's doing well today. Here in Montreal, it's sunny, which is very good. Okay, I feel like one more. My dog is eating the table. That's good. That means he's happy. Okay. And I'll do Minnie right away because it's adorable. Look how small it is. Oops. Okay, this guy. Oh, goodness. Yeah, the cards are really fluid today. I don't care if Doug eats this table. It's an inexpensive table, and if I get the greatest use out of it by my dog being satisfied while I do readings, then that is the table's greatest use. All right. I hope the traffic noises aren't, too loud. Maybe you can't even hear them. I can hear them. Okay. And then that's maybe enough of that deck. Okay, and maybe something from the well-being deck of Esther Hicks. Oops, oh my goodness. Everything's like, all the cards are being handed to you on a silver platter today. That's really good. Okay. I'll just let you see the dog for a second. This is the dog that was barking so much last time. Very cute. Okay. Here we go. Beyond the threshold of fear and Star Mother Arrakis are the two Rumi cards. Okay. I like the look of the Beyond the Threshold of Fear card. I'm a little curious what the stuff is for that card. Enter the lion's jungle. Don't think about getting hurt. Fearful thoughts are phantoms of the mind. No one is harmed in this jungle. Everything is compassion and love. It's your fear holding you back like a bar behind a door. I mean, this is kind of like what we've been talking about since I started these live readings, like in the last month. You know, looking inside for your answers. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on in the world that might seem kind of dark or shadowy. not that fun and sunlit, but there is something inside of you that is like a ray of sunshine and a glow of like positivity. So like focus on that. Like if you're walking towards that, you'll enter this kind of world, this reality, and all this stuff will either have light shed on it to make it less fearful for you. I'm also getting like the feeling of being by the water, which is relaxing. And and I also feel like even if you make like the smallest donation to someone in need, let's say you give someone, sorry, I burned my hand the other day on when I was cooking. I'll try to hide that. But okay, I feel like this little dot of gold is like you giving just a little something to someone in need right now. So either it's, you know how we're like a cashless society right now, pretty much. That way, like people who are genuinely in need of just like a bit of money just to eat something, you can't even give them anything because you just have your debit card or whatever. So make a point of having whatever, $6 and change or whatever you can spare, $1 just in your pocket, and then you'll really make a huge difference in someone's day by helping them out. Because like even people who have stuff have less now, and it's like, so I'm sure you can sympathize, right? So I feel like on the one hand, focus on what is good inside of you, even if you don't see the validation in the outside world right now. Focus on this source of life, this like creative, wonderful, anything's possible. If you have even one positive thought in your mind, just say like, thank you, like I accept that as my reality, thank you. You know, you kind of yield to it, and you can kind of like just put all the rest of this stuff in the hands of God, like to deal with, because it's like too much homework, right? But what you can do is make this little gesture for somebody of charity. Okay, that's what I feel. And then we have Star Mother Arrakis 23. Okay. No, that was fast. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Nothing against pigeons, personally. Like I don't know what people's deal with like negativity towards pigeons is, but like whatever. Empty your head off all mortal lusts and become life without breath. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. Yeah, this is like the same message over and over again, where you're living in your kingdom, which is like inside you, your inspiration, what is like perfect, and sort of the dream world that you return to, where it's like, wouldn't that be nice if, you know, but if you can perceive it, you can have it if you focus on it, if you give it your energy, right? So right. Because like for example, like the moon, any object or anything has a consciousness. So like the moon you could personify, and like this is someone who dreams big, right? They're like, I want to glow some beautiful, like, sorry. I think my dog scratched me earlier, and I'm just like seeing it now. I'm like, what? Okay. So, okay, the moon, like, if we think of the moon as a consciousness, and if we think of the moon as feminine in this case, as suggested in this poem, you know, she was dreaming big, and she's like, I'm going to be like out among the stars. I may be hidden from sight when there's like brighter light shining, but then when that light dims, like my glow will like cover the earth, and it's like kind of beautiful idea that became reality, right? So and then they're saying like don't play small, but I'm not gonna be one of those people saying pigeons or nothing. Like I don't know where that bad rap came from, but I'm not gonna be part of it. I like birds. And I think like when we can pause and listen to nature's wisdom and connect with it, it's I find it's like in the heart space, and they have a lot to tell us because we get so distracted with the illusions of separateness, the illusions of like hate or strife, when in fact the true nature of the universe is beautiful and expansive and creative and unconditionally loving. And it's anytime we turn away from that that we experience these other kind of harsh stories that are no fun. So it's like go back to center, So it's like really I'm telling you the same thing every day with every card. So it's just like and then it says empty your head of all mortal lusts and become life without breath. So what is life without breath? It's like your spirit. It doesn't need air. It just is. And you're not having to cry out to God like a hungry baby. If we know that God is within us, we're part and parcel of that, then we're not seeking anymore, are we? We're not hunting. We don't need to like walk to the four corners of the earth, or if you believe in a globe earth, there's no corners, and you're just walking in circles, looking for God. It's like it's right here. Like you don't need to go anywhere. So just focus on that. Go inward. Where's your inner glow? Your inner glow will guide you. It's all good. Okay. Then we have I'm selfish enough to want to feel good. And by visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. So this is like the same thing. So what is in your imagination that feels awesome and you're connecting with that? Once you're connecting with that, it's like you're in line with it. And then you're only going to want to do stuff that's in line with that. So it's like it becomes reality. Your actions are in line with it, and then it's going to come about, which is pretty cool. But you have to sort of train your mind to return to your desired outcome. And you have to be selfish enough to want to live a good life in order to do this focus that's necessary to connect with your inner glow, to avoid all these problems. Just like, okay. So while some people might be like, oh, that's so selfish and dreamy of you to not be obsessing over all the details of all the crap going around. Who are you to think you're so beautiful and wonderful? It's like, it's my job. It's my job to think I'm beautiful and wonderful. It's my life. I want my life to be good. You want other people's lives to be good, but you have to take care of yourself too. Like you can't want everybody else to be good and then have them have to help you with everything. How is that making their life better? Their life is going to be better if you're like, I want to be happy. I'm going to do what I need to, which might mean focusing on the stuff I love so that my actions are in line with that, therefore bringing about a beautiful life. Okay, and then we have 2 crystal, I was gonna say charcoal. These aren't charcoal, but nothing wrong with carbon-based things. That's where diamonds come from. So we have tiger's eye, courage. I'm courageous, and this energy supports me throughout my life. And then we have sunstone, empowerment. I'm empowered in all areas of my life. Sometimes we need to affirm things, like, you know, if things are kind of business as usual in the world, and we're just like, like, you know, things look kind of gloomy. We have to affirm our connection. We have to affirm that we need the support of these like very disciplined consciousnesses of the crystal kingdom, where they took like millennia to become this and draw certain elements to themselves. It's like, I don't want random particles of this and that. I want to look this way. And I'm going to keep that focus for so long that I'm like turned to stone in this like beautiful way. And that this consciousness is then an aid or a guide to anybody else's consciousness that needs focus and support. Okay, so the specialties of sunstone and tiger's eye are empowerment and courage. So you can call upon or just look at pictures of different crystals that have these special qualities to support you in your challenging but fun quest to live a great life, to acknowledge your dreams as real and possible, and to follow your dreams even in gloomy times. Even when things seem like too like spacey and out there, it's like, nope, this is real. It's like, I mean, the whole concept of Earth in space is pretty out there, right? So that happened. So why would your idea be like less than that? You know, like, doesn't make sense. So it's like things, fantastical, miraculous things have been proven to take place. So who are you to say like they can't take place, or who are your friends to say like to psych you out? It's not cool, right? But you can't like get mad at people for that. It's just like where they're at. All you can do is just be like, okay, this is gonna be me in this kind of world. Either people will be like, wow, how did they get out of their circumstances to become so happy and fulfilled and making their dreams a reality? It's like, yeah, because they stopped like psyching themselves out with like what was around them, and they just went after it. Went after it, not in terms of like I said, scouring the earth for this or that. It's like you feel it, you see it in your mind, you connect with it and go, yes, this is mine, this is real to me. And you put your energy and focus on it, and then that dictates what you do in your day, which then leads to success in that thing. Okay, and then we have this one. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm trying to remember what the card 19 is. Oh. Like, I'm gonna say, well, anyway, I'll actually look it up. How does that sound? Well, I'm gonna leave that for a minute, just like, because I have a bunch of other cards. All right, so we have death, we have upside down, 2 of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, like right now, something's coming to an end, which means a transformation. Like sometimes someone will like break it off with you, but like if they never did that, then you wouldn't have this transformation, this new start. So when sometimes people are handing you a gift when they do that, because they're like, I'm not feeling this, and it's like, well, who's telling them, like, who's giving them that feeling of not feeling something? It's spirit. Maybe spirit's right, So it's like, look forward to this transformation of what was into what will be. If you're not having to like look out into the world and dream of what you want to call out, because like you're kind of done with that, because now we know that our dreams are inside of us, and it's like this idea that has like this truth that has come out, that it's a message, like could be my message to you right now, or it could be like something that you figured out, or it's like something that happened, like the end of something is like a truth that came out, and it's all good. There's nothing yucky about that. It's like, it's nice. It may seem sudden to have that truth come out and like dig up all the seaweed and whatever else was hidden from the lake. If we're talking like Excalibur, whatever. But Spirit wanted you to know the truth now, so that you can have this transformation, so you can stop spending all your time stuck dreaming. All right. Then we have the Lovers, the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Empress. Okay, I'll let you look at the Lovers card for a second. So it looks like they're really working together, and they're able to kind of make use of their passion. Like what might have been this like snake that would have like scared them or attacked them, or seen as like a third party type of energy, is now an energy of passion that's like working for them, because they've decided to work together instead of having just like random energies just running around doing stuff. So that's really cool. That's like, it looks like these lovers can take on anything together. It's like, you got water, you got giant snakes. Oh, I seem chained up, whatever. But it's like, no, like in this case, the masculine is like breaking that chain. There's a freedom in this like expansive, brave love that's going on. That's really cool. We have the King of Swords. So someone's like really strongly coming out and saying like, this is what I want. I'm sitting on my throne and it's moving me forward. I'm not budging from my opinion on this. So people would be like, you can the other people can express their dissent or their opinion and stuff, but it's not really going to outmatch this energy of like, I know what I want and I'm going to say it. And it seems like it's in line with like spirit, and also it seems to be grounded. It's like something they're deciding to do in the world. It's not like dreamy. It's like it's on. So that's exciting to have such an ally in what seems like the masculine energy, any gender, but masculine energy. And then we have paired with that the Empress. And I kind of get chills when I look at this card. So the Empress is just confidently knowing she's awesome. And this again could be any gender, but like in the Empress energy, it's just like she knows she's solid, that there's like some passion, but it's like passion that is not controlled but mastered, I would say. And she has everything she needs, like all the pentacles. And it looks like, oh yeah, and the rising phoenix. So maybe things were tough at one time, but she rose like the phoenix and turned all these situations that seemed like really difficult into something beautiful and strong and solid. And now, whereas before, like people might have thought of her as like unappealing because she was going through so much, now it's like, I wish I had an ally this strong that could overcome everything and be so at peace and magical afterwards. And okay, then we have the Four of Cups. So it's creating this situation where, like, because he knows his truth and she's so solid, it's like everyone can have everything. There's no competition. It's just like everyone, there's fulfillment for all because there's no jealousy, there's no competition. Neither of these people needs people to come up to them and say like give them attention or compliments. It's like they know, like you don't need to tell them anything. So it's easy for them to be fulfilled and for other people around them to be filled. It's just gonna be fulfilled. It's just gonna overflow from them into other situations. Like I was saying before, if you take care of yourself, then there's a more abundance for others because they're not burdened by you needing their help. So that's really great. This is very encouraging. Like I like the idea of like the end of dreaming and the truth coming out and like a change happening. Because if things weren't cool, it's like you want that change. All right, and then we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Sun. I'm just gonna have a look here. So I feel like the masculine energy was sort of wrestling with sort of karmic partners, trying to get some satisfaction out of the situation. It's like, yeah, they have choices, they have abundance, but it's not really like perfect and not making them happy. And she's looking off at other situations and he's just frustrated. So he's gonna like and I also feel that he was sort of lording it over this person, like, I have so much and you have nothing, like, look at me, I'm so awesome. And it's kind of like yucky, unfair power games, third party stuff, or just not being focused